You must be following the latest news about Liam Lawson and Daniel Ricciardo, right? So, let's analyze everything that's happening and how it might impact the future of both drivers and the team. Here's the story. Liam Lawson, a young talent who has already shown what he's capable of, is in the running for a permanent spot on the team, but he has a significant obstacle ahead of him: Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo, on the other hand, is under a lot of pressure to deliver better results, while the team's shareholders seem inclined to focus on young talents. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything, and let's get to it. Liam Lawson has been a hot topic lately. The young driver has already competed in 5 races in the 2023 season for the AlphaTauri team, showing impressive performance and raising many expectations about his future in Formula One. Despite his undeniable talent, Lawson does not yet have a guaranteed spot for 2025, which has generated a lot of speculation. Lawson is considered one of Red Bull's greatest prospects, but the lack of a permanent position in the main or sister team has been a point of tension. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's advisor, has made it clear that the team's shareholders want to see young talents being developed and utilized to the fullest, and this is where Lawson might come in. However, Lawson's situation is complex. He needs to continuously prove his worth to secure his place, while other drivers are also eyeing the few available spots. Recently, there have been rumors that Lawson could seek opportunities outside of Red Bull if he doesn't secure a fixed spot for 2025. This uncertainty makes the situation even more interesting and tense. Lawson's connection to the team is strong, but he needs a concrete chance to show his full potential in a competitive environment. The pressure is high, and every race is a new opportunity for him to prove his value and justify his stay in the team. One of the most charismatic names in Formula One, Daniel is going through a very tumultuous period. Despite his experience and talent, his recent performances have not been sufficient to secure his spot in the Racing Bulls team. Once seen as a rising star, he now faces immense pressure to deliver better results. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's advisor, was clear in indicating that the team's shareholders want to focus on young talents, which puts him in a very vulnerable position. Daniel has always played an important role in the team, contributing significantly to car development and race strategies. However, these efforts have not translated into expressive results on the track, which is crucial to secure his stay. Acknowledging the need to improve his performance, he knows he needs to prove his worth in every race to justify his presence in the team. Marko's recent statements have only increased the pressure, creating a sense of urgency that can be felt both on and off the track. The situation is further complicated by the fact that there were hopes of returning to Red Bull's main team. However, with Sergio Perez solidifying his position, this plan became unfeasible, leaving him with few options other than significantly improving or facing the possibility of losing his spot to a young talent like Liam Lawson. This dynamic creates a high-tension scenario within the team, where every decision and performance can have major consequences for the drivers' futures. He is at a crossroads, and his ability to handle this pressure will be decisive for his future in Formula One. So guys, what do you think? Can he turn things around and secure his spot in the Racing Bulls? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like so you don't miss any updates. The influence of the shareholders and Helmut Marko on the Racing Bulls team is a decisive factor in the recent changes and pressures within the team. The shareholders have made it clear that they want to focus on developing young talents, which aligns with the original philosophy of Red Bull's sister team. This vision directly impacts the decisions about which drivers will occupy the team's seats in the near future. Helmut Marko, always frank in his opinions, stated that the initial goal of considering the experienced driver for the main Red Bull team is no longer valid. With Sergio Perez solidifying his position in the main team, the shareholders and Marko are now focused on inserting a young driver, like Liam Lawson, into the Racing Bulls. This shift in focus reinforces Red Bull's strategy of preparing young talents to eventually join the main stage when necessary. Marko also highlighted that recent results have not been enough to secure a stay in the team, despite significant contributions to car development and race strategies. The pressure for quick results and the need to show constant progress have been a constant challenge for the current lineup, who needs to prove their worth in every race. The decision to focus on young talents is not just a short-term strategy. It aims to ensure that Racing Bulls continues to be a breeding ground for new drivers, staying aligned with the shareholders' long-term vision. This philosophy is crucial for the continuous development of Red Bull as a whole, ensuring that new talents are always ready to step up when needed. The influence of the shareholders and Marco creates a highly competitive and pressured environment where only the best performances are rewarded. This approach can be seen as an additional challenge for the current drivers, but also as an opportunity for young talents to show their potential. Speaking of young talents, let's explore how this philosophy of focusing on new drivers impacts the future prospects of the Racing Bulls team and what we can expect in the coming years. The shareholders and Helmut Marko's decision to focus on young talents significantly impacts the future prospects of the Racing Bulls team. Traditionally seen as a stepping stone for aspiring drivers to Red Bull's main team, Racing Bulls is reinforcing its role as a developer of new talents. Liam Lawson is the leading candidate for a permanent spot on the team, and his inclusion would bring new dynamics to Racing Bulls. Lawson has already demonstrated his skills in the 5 races he participated in 2023, obtaining impressive results and showing that he is ready for bigger challenges. Lawson's possible entry into the team not only signals a new era for Racing Bulls, but also highlights the team's commitment to staying true to its mission of developing young talents. This strategy of focusing on young drivers like Lawson can result in a more competitive and dynamic team. Young drivers tend to be more aggressive and eager to prove their worth, which can lead to exciting performances on the track. Additionally, the presence of young talents can attract more media and fan attention, increasing the team's visibility. However, this change also brings challenges. The experience and knowledge of veteran drivers like Daniel are valuable for car development and race strategies. Losing this expertise could negatively impact the team's short-term performance. Balancing the need to develop young talents with maintaining competitive performance is a continuous challenge for Racing Bulls. Another interesting perspective is the possibility of Lawson seeking opportunities outside of Red Bull if he doesn't secure a fixed spot for 2025. This adds an extra layer of uncertainty to the team's future, as losing a promising talent like Lawson could be a significant blow. Lastly, the decision to focus on young talents could influence other teams to adopt similar strategies, creating an interesting dynamic in Formula One. Competition for new talents might intensify, and teams that can develop and retain these drivers could benefit in the long run. Daniel's future depends on his performances in the upcoming races, and he knows he needs to show consistent results to secure his spot. Meanwhile, Liam Lawson, with his talent and potential, is waiting in the wings, ready to seize any opportunity that arises. Now, we have to wait and see how these dynamics will unfold in the coming weeks and months. Will Daniel turn things around and secure his place, or will Lawson take the lead and secure a permanent spot in the Racing Bulls? So what do you think will happen? Leave your predictions in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like to keep up with all the latest Formula One news and analyses. Thank you very much for watching.